The African savanna, vast, golden, and teeming with life. This is a stage where countless dramas have played out over millennia. In these rolling grasslands and scattered woodlands, predators and prey enact age-old struggles for survival. The sun scorches the earth by day, and the stars map silent journeys by night. Here, giants roam, creatures whose sheer bulk and power make them masters of their domains. Among these giants stand two iconic herbivores, each formidable in its own right, the elephant and the rhinoceros. Both are megaherbivores, shaping the land with their footsteps and their appetites. Both wield immense strength, though in different ways. Both are respected, feared, and rarely challenged. Yet, as resources shift and pressure mounts, imagine a scenario where these titans might meet in direct conflict. In this exploration, we ask a question seldom considered: what if elephants and rhinoceroses were to face one another, head-to-head, locked in a brutal contest of strength, will, and strategy? Join us as we journey into the heart of the savannah to examine how such an encounter might unfold. We will delve into the remarkable adaptations of these giants, their complex social worlds, and the environmental factors that could push them toward a showdown. This is not a common occurrence. Elephants and rhinoceroses often coexist without direct confrontation, each carving its niche in the ecosystem. But when forced into competition, over territory, water, or mating rights, what would happen if the balance of peace is shattered? Let us step into a world on the edge, where thunderous footsteps and the crack of horns against tusks could determine who claims dominance among the savannah's living giants. To understand this imagined conflict, we must first know our contenders. The African elephant, the largest land animal on Earth. A full-grown bull can stand over 3 meters at the shoulder and weigh up to 6 tons. Its body is a marvel of evolutionary engineering: pillar-like legs, immense torso, a trunk capable of delicate finesse and incredible force. But the elephant's strength is not merely in its size. Elephants are highly intelligent, with complex social structures. They live in matriarchal herds, guided by the experience of elder females who remember distant watering holes and seasonal patterns of rainfall. Males often roam singly or form small bachelor groups, meeting herds primarily for mating. These bonds give elephants adaptability and strategic awareness that rivals many other mammals. The tusks of the elephant, elongated incisors of ivory, serve as tools, used to strip bark from trees, dig for roots, and sometimes to assert dominance against rivals. Their powerful trunks can lift hundreds of kilograms, uproot young trees, and unleash blasts of dust. While elephants are generally peaceful herbivores, their temper can flare when threatened. A charging elephant, ears flared and trunk raised, is one of the most intimidating sights in nature. Elephants shape their environment. They create pathways through dense bush, open up water holes by digging, and disperse seeds through their droppings. Their dominance in the landscape is unquestioned, yet they seldom seek conflict without reason. What, then, could drive these gentle giants to war with another formidable grazer? Turn now to the rhinoceros. Across Africa's savannas and wetlands roam the white and black rhinos. Let's consider a robust white rhinoceros bull, weighing in at around 2 tons, less than an elephant, but still a mountain of muscle and bone. Rhinos are built like living tanks, massive heads, stocky legs, and most notably, 1 or 2 horns jutting from their snouts. These horns are formidable weapons, composed of keratin, the same material as hair and nails, yet thick and capable of inflicting grievous wounds. While elephants wield size and intelligence, rhinos possess a concentrated brutality. Their neck muscles support that heavy head and horn, enabling them to charge with astonishing force. At top speed, a rhinoceros can hit 50 kilometers per hour, turning its bulk into a battering ram. Their skin is thick, forming a kind of natural armor. Though their eyesight is poor, their sense of smell and hearing are sharp, guiding them through the landscape. Rhinoceroses are more solitary than elephants. Dominant bulls patrol territories, marking their domain with dung middens and urine sprays. They defend these areas fiercely against other males. Females and calves may form loose associations, but the social fabric is less intricate than that of elephants. Rhinoceroses are more direct, more individualistic. When threatened, they tend to charge first, question later. This stoic ferocity makes them dangerous opponents. Though both elephants and rhinoceroses graze and browse for plant matter, their diets and behaviors reduce direct competition. Yet circumstances can shift, pushing these giants into confrontation. Perhaps a drying climate shrinks water sources. Perhaps a prized mud wallow becomes scarce. In such a scenario, neither side may retreat easily. The savanna is not static. Drought can parch the land, forcing animals to cluster around dwindling resources. As the dry season lengthens and rivers recede, tensions rise. Elephants, who remember sources of water, might lead their herds to a crucial watering hole. A rhinoceros bull, considering that same watering hole part of its territory, stands guard. Imagine a late afternoon scene. Scorching heat has driven both species toward a single muddy oasis. The elephants arrive first, mothers, calves, and a few bulls lingering at the periphery. Soon after, a rhinoceros bull, followed by a subordinate bull, rumbles onto the scene, irritated by the scent of the massive pachyderms. Dust hangs in the air. The elephants drink and spray water over their backs, while the rhino paces, nostrils flaring. Each step is measured, neither giant wants to give ground. Such conditions would set the stage for confrontation. Elephants are protective of their young, and a jittery rhino bull, feeling encroached upon, might make a feint, a short charge, a snort. Elephants, sensing danger, would respond in kind, trumpeting, forming a defensive wall. The tension simmers, the air thick with the scent of dust and alarm. At some point, provocation becomes inevitable. Now we imagine that crucial moment. The rhinoceros bull lowers its head, its horn pointed forward, and scrapes the ground. Nearby elephants raise their trunks, flapping their ears, attempting to appear even larger. The matriarch shifts her position, placing herself between the rhino and the vulnerable calves. A bull elephant, testosterone high, steps forward, shaking his head, tusks catching the waning sunlight. The rhino charges first, an explosion of dust and muscle. The bull elephant meets this challenge head-on. The collision is thunderous. The rhino's horn scrapes against the elephant's tusk and shoulder, while the elephant tries to pivot and push the rhino off balance. The ground trembles under their combined weight. Nearby, juvenile elephants trumpet in alarm, while the subordinate rhino stands back, unsure of whether to join the fray. For minutes, they square off, testing each other's resolve. The elephants attempt to use their size advantage to shove the rhino, but the rhino's low center of gravity and immense neck strength keep it anchored. Eventually, one must yield, or escalate. In a battle between these giants, each second feels like an eternity. The elephant bull, stronger and taller, tries to sidestep and deliver a sideways push, aiming to topple the rhinoceros. The rhino, however, lowers its head and lunges, slashing with its horn at the elephant's flank. Dust rises, obscuring vision, and the smell of sweat and fear saturates the air. This is not a swift kill like a predator-prey event. These are two herbivores struggling over dominance, territory, and safety. The fight is a brutal contest of strength and will. The elephants regroup, their matriarch trumpeting commands. Another bull steps forward to flank the rhino. The rhinoceros senses the shift and attempts to back away, turning its massive body with surprising agility. Now we see strategy emerging. Elephants, with their social structure, can gang up, using their numbers to corner the rhinoceros. The rhinoceros, solitary by nature, must rely on pure force and intimidation. If cornered, the rhino can deliver devastating wounds. A single well-placed horn thrust could seriously injure an elephant's leg or belly. The elephants, aware of this danger, try to use their trunk and tusks to keep the rhino at bay. Back and forth they clash, each seeking a decisive blow. As the battle rages, fatigue sets in. The elephant bulls breathe heavily, dust caking their hides. The rhinoceros, sides heaving, glistens with sweat, its horn chipped and marked. Wounds start to show, scratches on thick hides, small punctures from tusks or horn. Yet, neither side easily concedes. Eventually, one combatant finds a tactical advantage. Perhaps an elephant bull manages to push the rhino into a patch of uneven ground, causing it to lose footing. Or the rhinoceros, leveraging a surprise charge, catches an elephant bull off guard, inflicting a serious wound. In nature, these details would decide the victor. A limping elephant might retreat, or a wounded rhino might seek escape. The victor in such a conflict may not gain much beyond the immediate resource, access to the water hole, or the reassurance of dominance. The loser may stagger off, nursing injuries that could become infected, altering its fate in the long run. Such encounters leave scars not only on the bodies of these giants but on the memory of the herds that witnessed them. And so we conclude this exploration of what might transpire in a battle between elephants and rhinoceroses. While we have imagined a scenario of conflict, let us remember that both creatures have survived countless ages through adaptability, not endless warfare. They have thrived by knowing when to stand firm and when to yield. If you find yourself under an African sky, watching a herd of elephants or glimpsing a rhinoceros moving quietly through brush, consider the immense history and complexity behind their existence. These giants carry legacies older than humanity. Their strength, their struggles, and their enduring presence on this planet are gifts to be cherished, protected, and understood. Thank you for joining us on this journey, where we dared to pit Titan against Titan. May we leave with a greater reverence for the silent accord that usually governs their lives, and for the wild tapestry of life that stretches across the African savannas and far beyond. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps these tales alive and thriving.